Heat race number 1, going to shake down like this on the inside of the front row. The number 15 of Scott Swim. On the outside of the front row, the 76 of Daryl Bohm. Second row inside, the 28 of Stephanie Heil. Outside, the 54 of Chris Morgan. Third row inside, the 5 of Matt Kemp. And on the outside, the 17 of Kyle Trinkline. Six cars getting ready to go 8 laps in tonight's heat race number 1 for the GLS Mini Cups. Green flag from head starter Matt Sparks. We're racing. Side by side down into turn 1. Scott Swim, the early race lead. But here comes the 76 of Darren Bomey. Your leader on lap 1, the 76 of Bomey. Here comes the 17 of Kyle Trinkline. Keep an eye. 3 wide down the billboard backstretch. Bomey and a 76 taking over the race lead. 3 wide for third. The 54 of Chris Morgan moving into third. Here comes the 17 of Trinkline. It's still Bomey, Swim, Trinkline, Morgan, Heil, and Kemp. Halfway up, halfway home in heat race number 1. Trinkline closing in for that second position, trying to make a move on the 15 of Scott Swim. Trinkline looks to the inside into turn 3. Give the second spot to Kyle Trinkline. This time by, white flag will fly for your race leader, the 76 of Darren Bomey. Second to the 17 of Trinkline. Third to the 15 of Scott Swim. Heat race number 1 in the books. Checkered flag flies for the 76 of Darren Bomey. Coming home 6th, the 5 of Matt Kemp. 5th, the 54 of Chris Morgan. 4th to the 28 of Stephanie Heil. 3rd to the 15 of Scott Swim. 2nd to the 17 of Kyle Trinkline. Picking up the win. Driving car number 76. Put your hands together for Darren Bomey. Heat race number 2 going to shape up like this. On the inside of the front row, driving the 48, that's Doug Higsby. On the outside, the number 1 of Jared Pritchett. Second row inside, the number 9 of Elliot Pritchett. On the outside, the number 3 of Tim Phillips. And rounding out your field, the 99 and fast qualifier on the day of Morgan Baird. 5 cars, 8 laps in your fast GLS Mini Cup heat race. Sparks looks him over, likes what he sees. Green flag, we're racing. Shooting into the early race lead, the number 1 of Jared Pritchett. Pritchett leads. Here comes Phillips. Tim Phillips now into second. Running third, the 48 of Doug Higsby. Here comes your fast qualifier, the 99 of Morgan Baird. Rounding out the field, the number 9 of Elliot Pritchett. Keep your eye on Morgan Baird. The fast qualifier moves into the third spot. Baird on the move from the back. Your early race leader, the number 1 of Jared Pritchett, now being pursued by the number 3 of Phillips and the 99 of Baird. Baird now looks to the inside of Phillips for the second spot. Off of turn 4, again to the inside. Here comes Baird. Phillips pinches him down. Baird's to the inside, door to door, off of turn 2. Give the spot to the 99 of Morgan Baird. Baird has come from the back, now into the second position and looking for more. Halfway up, halfway home, this time by Jared Pritchett, and the number 1 continues the lead, but here comes your fast qualifier. Baird now looking to the inside of Pritchett. Into turn 3, door to door, a race for the lead. Your fast qualifier has taken over the top spot. Morgan Baird, now your race leader. The number 1 of Jared Pritchett runs second. Tim Phillips third. The 9 of Elliot Pritchett fourth, and rounding out your field, the 48 of Doug Higsby. White flag flies for your race leader and fast qualifier, the 99 of Morgan Baird. Baird holds down a good-sized lead over the number 1 of Jared Pritchett. Tim Phillips second, the 48 of Doug Higsby third, and rounding out your field, the number 9 of Elliot Pritchett. Heat race number 2 is in the books. Picking up the checkered flag, your fast qualifier on the day, the number 99 of Morgan Baird.
Coming up next, it will be the start of the stock car heat.
Your front row going to shake down like this. On the inside, the 45 of Rick Stauffer. Outside, the 39 of Angie Baker. Second row inside, the 73 of Chris Allen. On the outside, the 62 of Jeremiah Wolf. Third row inside, the 50 of Fast Freddie Garrett. On the outside, the Kentucky Wildcat, the 47 of Lewis Davis. Fourth row inside, the 31 of the Handbone, Craig Johnson. And on the outside, the buck stop, Shannon Buck in the 37. Rounding out your field, driving the 2, that's Kurt Grubb. And a late arrival, driving the 82 will be the Budman, John Ong. Ten cars set and ready to go, 10 laps. In tonight's B feature qualifier for the Scott's Computer World Mini Stocks. Here they come, this time off at turn 4. Green flag flies. Your B feature qualifier underway. Holy cow, 3 wide down in, spin a Rooney in turn 1. Caution gonna come out. Debris down in turn 2. This time by Matt Sparks going to set him on our final pace lap. We're going to try this one again. A little bit of excitement there on the first start. Rick Stauffer, your pole sitter, along with Angie Baker. Stauffer, only about the second or third time out, I believe, in this car. No, he ran the blowout a year or two ago. He's going to try to set the pace into turn 3. And off of turn 4. Green flag flies. Stauffer gets the jump. Here comes the 73 of Allen. Louis Davis goes to the high line.
Caution, gonna come out again. Louis Davis out of shape. The Budman, nowhere to go, collected him. Caution, out again here today. We're having a difficult time getting 10-4. Gonna try it one more time, and then we'll go single file if they can, not there. You know, I think we're about ready to go racing. We might get this race done before midnight.
Third time's a charm. Let's get this one on the road. Slow rolling start. Off of turn 4. Sparks going to set them on their final pace lap. Stauffer and Baker going to try it one more time. Ten laps the distance. We can't get one in. Let's go, guys. Green flag. Racing in your B feature qualifier.
Here they come. We might get a lap in. The Budman gonna go 3 wide down the back straightaway. Holy son of a monkey. Winner starts on the pole tomorrow night.
Stauffer now being challenged by the 73 of Chris Allen. Allen looks to the inside into turn 3. Nothing doing. Stauffer shuts the door. Allen still pursuing the inside off of turn 4. Allen now to the inside. Chris Allen, your race lead.
Leader wasn't your leader. Stauffer got caught speeding before he relinquished the lead. He'll be scored at the back of this one.
John Ong slicing and dicing through the field. Ong all the way up to third. Ong now looks to the inside of the 62 of Jeremiah Wolf.
And we're every which way but loose out of 3 and into 4. Oh, I don't know how he didn't make that worse, but caution, gonna be out again. 3 in, 5 to go. 7 to go, dang it. 7 laps to go, thanks Alex. 10 lap heats tonight. Well, Jameson, looks like we've got 7 laps to go. Winner, that's a nice white flag. Winner will start on the pole. Second will start first row outside. So this is very important for tomorrow's feature racing events.
Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. Keep your eye on the 82 of John Ong and the 2 of Kurt Grubb. Both competitors started towards the back and moved to the front very rapidly in the first 3 laps. Light is out and off of 4 this time. Green flag flies back to racing in your B feature qualifier for the Scott's Computer World Mini Stock. John Ong wasted no time to go top shelf, trying to make his bid for the race lead. Around the 62 and into second, here comes Ong down the billboard backstretch. Ong fighting for the race lead off of turn 4. Your new leader on lap number 4 is the 82 of John Ong. Second to the 73 of Chris Allen. Now moving into third, the number 2 of Kurt Grubb.
Halfway up, halfway home, this time by.
John Ogg, your race leader, second, being challenged now. Kurt Grubb drops to the bottom, trying to get past Chris Allen into 73. Move Grubb into second. Three wide down into turn one. Louis Davis on the bottom, Jeremiah Wolf in the middle, and Fast Freddie Garrett on the high line. Hambone, Craig Johnson trying to make his bid to the top three spot. Chris Allen doing a great job of holding him off. This time, by white flag will fly for the 82 of John Ogg. Ogg now has company. Kurt Grubb has caught him. Grubb to the high line. Battle for your race lead down into turn one. Off at turn two. Grubb on the high line. Ogg on the bottom. Grubb pulls door to door into turn three. Off at turn four. Watch him at the stripe. Picking up the win, the 82 of John Ogg. Second to the 2 of Kurt Grubb. Coming home third, the 31 of Craig Johnson.
Into victory lane, first time out. Got a late start to the day, didn't even get any laps under it. He is out of Goshen, Indiana. How about it for the Buttman, John Ogg? He will start tomorrow's B feature on the pole. Alongside of him on the front row will be Kurt Grubb. Row 2 will be Johnson and Buck. Row 3, Baker and Stauffer. Row 4, Davis and Garrett. Row 5, Wolf and Allen. No, that's wrong. Is that not how I finish, is it? Scratch that. Here will be your finish for tomorrow. It'll be Ogg and Grubb on the front row. Johnson and Allen, row 2. Davis and Garrett, row 3. Buck and Wolf, row 4. Baker and Stauffer in row 5. All right, here's how they're going to shake up for the odd heat on the pole. The 49 of Paul Davis to his right door. The 60 of Matt McGee. The 89 is going to be Marcus Vitale. The 4J of Josh Elliott. The 4X of Tony Elliott. And the 6, welcome back, multi-time track champion Dave Coleman. The 37 is the little guy Josh Dunnigan. The 13 of Michael Landry. And out back, the Yellow Mind Racing sponsored hot rod out of New Paris. Your fastest car on the property, Fast Mike Mast. Again, if you'd like $1, holler.
A big thank you going out to Scott's Computer World in 2012. Scott's sponsoring the Mighty Mini Stock Division. Qualifying heat race. For your odd qualifiers, they'll start the inside row tomorrow in the A feature. Green flag, we're racing.
Very important race for these guys. Matt McGee trying to get to the front. Gets a little bit sideways, 3 wide, looking down the billboard, back straightaway in a couple of places. Squidward trying to make his way to the front. 10 laps the distance. Here we come. 1 in, 9 to go.
Keep your eye on the number 6 of Dapper, Dave Coleman. Coleman, first time back in a mini stock here at the New Paris Speedway in quite some time. Squidward sticks him 3 wide down the billboard backstretch. New leader into turn 3, the 4J of Josh Elliott. Your fast qualifier slides up high off turn 4, whacks the wall. Michael Mass continues on. Squidward, Michael Landry now into the race lead.
3 in, 7 to go for Landry, Elliott, Coleman, Elliott, and Mass. This will be the odd rows, the inside rows for tomorrow night. Michael Mass not going to make a bit to 4th. Landry out front and in charge. halfway will now come out. This time by for Squidward Michael Landry.
Take a look at the battle for second. Josh Elliott on the bottom. Coleman on the outside. Here comes your fast qualifier. 3 wide down on the bottom. Michael Mass moves from 4th to 2nd.
Landry, Mass, Elliott, and Coleman your top 4. 6-10-4 to go this time by. His teammate, the Budman, just picked up a heat win. Landry trying to follow in his footsteps. Mast wants to win or wants to pull. 3 to go this time by. 3 to go.
Squidward, your race leader. Mast in 2nd. The 4J of Elliott running 3rd. Coleman 4th. The 4X of Tony Elliott running 5th. The little guy 6th. Paul Davis running 7th. And here comes Marcus Vitale and Matt McGee rounding out your field.
2 laps to go. 2 to go for Landry and Mike Mack.
This time by, white flag comes out for your race leader, Squidward, Michael Landry. One more lap around. Mass diving hard down into turn 1. He closes it up to about half a car length. Mass going to try to reel him into turn 3. He might catch him. Let's see what he can do with him.
Checkered flag's going to be onto the speedway. Mass just not going to have enough. Loses by a car length to Landry. Here comes 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Elliott. Coleman and Elliott. Dunick. McGee. Davis and Vitale.
Pulling into victory lane and earning a spot on the front row on the inside for tomorrow's Scott's Computer World Mini Stock A feature. Driving the number 13, sponsored by Max's Paint Shop. Mom's Race Shop. It's the 13 of Squidward, Michael Landry.
Here is the lineup for the even heat. These guys go to the outside of the front row. On the pole be the 20 of Bryant Ragsdale. To his right door, the 19 of Jared Rogers. Mr. Friendly Kevin Grubb is in there, as well as Ryan McKinney in the 96. The 03 of B.J. Blair and the 69 of Eric Frazier. The 34 of Mark Hughes. The 21 of Bobby Lauder. And out back to 29, Fumar Phillimore. Getting Bryant Ragsdale slowed down. Multi-time front-wheel drive feature winner from the South Bend Motor Speedway. Your Montville Speedway points leader. That and Bobby Lauder out there in the 21. Great field of mini stacks here for the 20th annual Blowout, ready to do battle.
All features tomorrow, Tony, will be Madhouse restarts. Things should be pretty exciting and definitely interesting to say the least. Ragsdale and Rogers on the front row. This time by, they're going to bring them to green off of turn 4.
Well, Bryant Ragsdale, Jared Rogers. Doesn't look too bad. I think we're going to let it go. We are racing.
Ragsdale leads them down into turn 1. Kevin Grubb looking to the inside. Nothing doing. The front wheel drives holding their own. Here comes Kermit the Frog. Mark Hughes 3 wide in the middle. Move Hughes up to about the 5th spot.
Almost 4 wide out of 3. Lauder thought better of it. Slicing and dicing in this one. Brian Ragsdale, your leader. Grubb, Rogers, Hughes, Blair, and McKinney. Blair not giving up to the inside of Kermit the Frog.
Great job of the mid-pack guys running 3 wide all the way around the New Paris Speedway. Rogers slips up. Here comes the 14 of Kevin Grubb on the bottom. Grubb trying to find more. He looks to the inside of Ragsdale. Nothing doing.
Still slicing and dicing, beating and banging.
Billy Blair into the door of the 34. Both drivers able to continue. Hughes now looking for more. Blair back to the inside, trying to take that 4th spot away. Hughes now to the high line. Going to go 3 wide down into turn 3. Hughes hangs on to it, moves himself on up into the 2nd position. Hughes now looks for the race lead on the outside into turn 1. Ragsdale sliding up. Hughes moves into the top spot. Here comes BJ Blair to the high line. Halfway up, halfway home.
It is Hughes. Ragsdale doing a great job there in 2nd. Blair trying to make a move onto the outside. Looking at 3 wide down the back straightaway. Lauder thinks better of it. Here comes Frazier. Frazier now to 3rd onto the outside groove.
BJ Blair runs 2nd. Here comes Eric Frazier giving chase. Frazier trying to find a way around BJ Blair. Frazier to the high line, down into turn 3. Door to door into 1. Frazier hustling to 69, trying to find a way into the 2nd spot. Here comes Bobby Lauder. Lauder now moves into the 4th spot, trying to find a way to get outside of Blair for the 3rd spot.
2 laps to go at the stripe, 2 to go for Hughes. Frazier, Lauder now going to make a bid to 3rd onto the inside of BJ Blair. McKinney has snuck his way to 5th, Ragsdale to 6th. White flag going to be on 1 lap to go this time by 1 to go.
Kermit the Frog, Mark Hughes finding himself in a spot he's not used to. Hughes up front and running P1. Here comes Eric Frazier in 2nd. 3rd to the 21 of Bobby Lauder. 4th to the 03 of BJ Blair. Rounding out your top 5, the 96 of Ryan McKinney.
Checkered flag onto the speedway. Kermit the Frog, Mark Hughes will have the front row outside for tomorrow's 50-lapper. Hughes, Frazier, and Lauder, 1, 2, and 3.
Drivers into victory lane, engines off. He can hear you. Put your hands together, race fans, for the 34 of Mark Hughes. Matt Sparks puts him on their final pace lap. The odd qualifier for the Pure Stock division about to be underway. Green flag flies for the 53 of Emmons. Emmons, your early race leader. 3 wide down into turn 1. Lost wages, Brian Kaiser uses the outside groove. Here comes the 83. Caution gonna come out. Caution onto the speedway before we could get a lap in.
Terry Elliott slips up, and MJ Creddy Jr., who slips up into Brian Kaiser on that one. We think it's Sean Morton or Rod England in the 83. All right, here comes Coretti and Emmons, Elliott and the mystery driver, Davis and Kaiser, Chupp and Kaiser. Green flag is out. We are racing.
Emmons again into the quick race lead. Here comes the 83. We're going to call him Rod England. Rod England runs 2nd. The 28 of Coretti Jr. runs 3rd. To the highlight, here comes the 6th of Terry Elliott.
Well, since he's calling him Rod England, I'm going to call him Sean Morton. Sean Morton in 2nd. Your leader is Nick Emmons. Elliott to 3rd, Kaiser now up to 4th in the 07. 2 in, 8 to go, 8 laps to go.
Emmons still holds the race lead over the Warsaw driving 83 car. Terry Elliott runs third. The 07 of Brian Kaiser in fourth. Here comes Hollywood. Eric Kaiser to the high line. Kaiser making his bid for the fourth position. Hollywood Eric Kaiser pursues that spot down the Billboard backstretch. Four laps in. Emmons still your race leader. Here comes Hollywood Eric Kaiser. Kaiser now door to door with a 6 of Terry Elliott for the third spot.
This time by, we've got 5 and 5 to go for Emmons. Morton England, Kaiser, Elliott, and Kaiser, your front 5. Hollywood Eric Kaiser, your points champion, trying to make his way to the front, wants the pole position.
Eric Kaiser patiently works the outside. He's moved up on the outside of the 83 for the second position. Little bit of a bonsai move there from the 83 into turn 3. Team 83 runs second. Hollywood Eric Kaiser running third, trying to find a way around. Oh, Terry Elliott into the back of the 10. Hollywood Eric Kaiser. Kaiser decided to chop to the bottom, and Elliott was there. This time off of 4. White flag will fly for your race leader, the 53 of Nick Emmons. Kaiser again goes to the outside of the 83 off of turn 4. Checkered flag will fly for the 53 of Nick Emmons. Coming home second. Team 83. Not sure if it's Morton or England. Third to the number 10 of Hollywood, Eric Kaiser.
Into victory lane, it's going to be Nick Emmons. Here is going to be your lineup for the even heat. On the pole, the 62 of MJ Coretti Sr. To his right door will be the 78 of Brandon Coretti, the 86 of Cody Hahn, 27 of Kevin Whitmer, the 47 of the Bulldog, the 50. Let's go with Eric Barkus for the win. The 32 of Spencer Wordinger, the 99 of David Poynton. Tony Barkus. Tony Barkus, sorry. Eric is driving the street stock. Tony Barkus. I don't know. No, I have not started, but I need to. I think that's my problem.
Light is out. Matt Sparks ready to throw the green off at turn 4.
Holy son of a monkey, Spencer Wordinger every which way but on the track. Here comes Cody Hahn, 3 wide. Tony Barkus on a move on the inside groove.
Lap 1 going to sort out like this. The 78 of Brandon Coretti, your race leader. Here comes Tony Barkus. Barkus now into second. Third to the 27 of Elvis, Kevin Whitmer. Holding down fourth, the 86 of Cody Hahn. Barkus now looks to the high line. Tony Barkus moves to the high line, looking for the race lead into turn 3. things just a little bit wild and crazy here tonight. Barkus, the East Ender, bringing it over to the New Paris Speedway and looking to pick up a heat race win and start on the pole tomorrow.
4 and 6 to go. Tony Barkus going to make his bid to the lead. Brandon Coretti to second. Hahn to third. Whitmer to fourth. Here comes Spencer Wardinger trying to work his way up. Halfway up, halfway home this time by Barkus out front and in charge, trying to start on the outside of the front row.
Halfway up, halfway home. Barkus is your race leader. Coretti runs second. Hahn third. Spencer Wardinger has come back to fourth. Hahn now down to the inside of Coretti. Hahn looking for the second position. Wardinger going to try to follow him through.
We have 6 and 4 to go for Tony Barkus. Hahn, Wardinger, 1, 2, 3, Coretti, Hughes, Poynton, Whitmer, and Coretti. 3 laps to go this time by, 3 to go. Caution is going to come out as we play Stack 'em Up Derby.
Gene Hughes with a flat left front, taking it pit side. Your race leader is the 50 of Tony Barkus. Want to go racing? Take a look at that 50 car. It's got a for sale sign right on the side of it. A good looking ride. And leading tonight's qualifier for the Pure Stock Division. Barkus, Hahn, and Wardinger, 1, 2, and 3.
Here we come, here we go, 7 and 3 to go. We are racing. Barkus out front and in charge. Cody Hahn trying to reel him in. Spencer Wardinger trying to make his way around. Bonfire on the back straightaway. We are having a good time. Hahn using the front bumper saying, hey, if I can't pass you, I'll move you.
Tough break for Cody Hahn. Hahn uses the shoehorn on the 50, and here comes the 32 of Spencer Wardinger. Wardinger now moves into the second spot. Hahn fights back on the outside.
White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 to go this time by.
Your race leader still the 50 of Tony Barkus. Hahn now looks back to the inside, but Wardinger will slam the door shut off of turn 4. Checkered flag flies for the 50 of Tony Barkus. The Eastender brings it over, invades the New Paris Speedway, and picks up the qualifier in the Pure Stock Division.
That car is for sale. You can drive it tomorrow if you go make a deal to purchase it. He will start on the outside of the front row. Jen Schishler to the track tower. You know what to do. Jen Schishler, you know what to do, so do it. Into victory lane. How about it for my buddy out of Kendallville, Tony Barkus? We are ready to go racing. Here's about how they're going to line up on the pole. Doug Chilcutt, wrong side of him. Terry Elliott, the 8Z of Zach Rush, the 79 of Fernie, the 84 of Prescott, the 13 of Miller, the 64 of Kaiser, 89 of Stetler, 121 of Miller, 22 of Stanley, and out back, late arrival, Jake Hoffman. Here we come and here we go. We are racing for 10 laps in the B feature odd.
Into the backstretch wall, the 4T of Terry Elliott. The race resumes. Stetler taking the 89 pit side. Doug Chilcutt, your race leader. Second to the 8Z of Zach Rush. Now Prescott looks for more on the high line. 84, Mike Prescott looking for the second position. The race resumes. Chilcutt, your race leader. Prescott on the high line. Zach Rush holding down the third spot. Mark Miller now moves the 121 into fourth. 3 wide off of turn 2. Terry Elliott on the low line. Bruce Fernie in the middle. Here comes Prescott for your race lead. Mike Prescott, a little bit of contact with the 60 of Chilcutt down into turn 1. Door to door off of turn 2. Prescott slings into the lead into 3.
Halfway up, halfway home this time by Prescott. Miller. Sparky Mark Miller now going to make his bid to second. Chilcutt to third. Slicing and dicing in the middle of the corner there. 4 laps to go this time by.
Sparky Mark Miller runs second. Miller only been out maybe once this season in 2012. He's running second to the 84 of Mike Prescott. Prescott, your race leader, got a bumper full of the 121 of Mark Miller. Miller runs second. Third to the 60 of Doug Chilcutt. A battle for fourth between the 13 of Mike Miller and the 8 of Zach Rush. White flag onto the speedway. Sparky Mark Miller with a little bit of bumper love on the 84 of Prescott. Miller to the inside down into turn 3. Contact into turn 3. Prescott goes around. Caution, checkered finish.
Here is the lineup for your even heat on the pole, the 68 of Steve Emmons.
On the outside, the 52 of Bobby McDonald.
Inside the second row, the 98 of Big Black Bernie Arnett.
On the outside, making his first start, the 36 of Nick Strimmy.
The 54 of Randy Huffman.
The 89 of Doug Hanna Jr.
The 25 is going to be Michael Best.
The 50 of Eric Barkas.
The 82 of Eric Deweese.
The 51 of Joe Hoffman.
And out back, the 84, that is going to be Dave Watson.
Here we go. Gonna attempt to restart off at turn 4 this time. Randy Niles throws the green flag. Back to racing. Bobby McDonald into the early race lead. Emmons runs second. Here comes Big Block Bernie Arnett. Nick Strimmy runs the high line into 36.
Strimmy on the move on the outside group. He will go into third. It's going to be McDonald, Arnett, Strimmy, Hoffman, Emmons, and Deweese.
Bobby Mack still your race leader. Bernie Arnett second. Nick Strimmy holding the third spot.
Your leader is Bobby McDonald. Bernie Arnett now to the high line, trying to make a bid. Strimmy trying to reel him in there at third. Here comes Huffman and DeWeese.
Eric DeWeese works the high line, trying to move his way on the outside of the 36 of Strimmy. Into turn one, Strimmy on the bottom, looking to the inside for second. Bobby Mack trying to hold him off. Here comes the 82 of DeWeese on the high line.
Caution is out, caution is out. Nick Strimmy, young man making his racing debut. Bruce Gregorich, Nick Strimmy giving him the opportunity there in the 36. Little brother Dylan, his number one fan, cheering him on the front straightaway.
Pretty neat deal here. Big block, Bernie Arnett going to bring us back to green off of turn 4.
Here they come, and here we go. We are racing.
Eric DeWeese uses the high line. Moves around the 36 of Strimmy. Now he's looking to the outside of the 52 of Bobby McDonald.
Halfway up, halfway home this time by Arnett, DeWeese, McDonald, and Strimmy. Randy Huffman and Barkus, your top 6.
DeWeese has moved into second. He now lurks all over the back of the 98 of Bernie Arnett, trying to find a way around. DeWeese to the high line. Eric DeWeese battling for the race lead down into turn 3, door to door in the middle, off of turn 4. The Wood Motorsports number 82 of Eric DeWeese pulls into the race lead down the Billboard backstretch. Here comes Bernie Arnett fighting back on the inside. This time by 2 laps to go.
It is going to be DeWeese, Arnett, McDonald, Strimmy, and Randy Huffman.
Nick Strimmy doing a great job, keeping it in the top 5 in his first race. White flag flies for your race leader, the 82 of Eric DeWeese. Bernie Arnett running second. Bobby McDonald third. Checkered flag will fly, this time off of turn 4. 51 spins around down in turn 2. He backs it down the track. Caution coming out after the checkered. Coming home 5th, the 54 of Randy Huffman. 4th to the 36 of Nick Strimmy. Third to the 52 of Bobby McDonald. Second to the 98 of Bad Boy Bernie Arnett. And picking up the win, driving the 82 for the Wood Motorsports team. Sponsored by Robinson Polishing and Machining. He's into victory lane. Cars off. He is Eric DeWeese.
Here is your lineup for these guys. Jameson's going to bring it to you.
On the front row, driving the 54, it's Chris Morgan. On the outside, driving the 28, that's Stephanie Heil. Second row inside, the 15 of Scott Swim. On the outside, driving the 17, that's Kyle Trinkline. Third row inside, the number 9 of Elliot Pritchett. On the outside, the 48 of Doug Higsby. Fourth row inside, the number 3 of Tim Phillips. And on the outside, the number 1 of Jared Pritchett. Fifth row inside, the 99 and a fast qualifier. Picked up a heat race win earlier of Morgan Baird. And on the outside, the number 5 of Matt Kemp, rounding out your field. The number 76 of Darren Bone.
Wave lap this time, everybody on your feet. Flip your bigs, wave your hats, your hands, your hankies. Say good luck, guys and girls, and good racing! If you're wondering about the new world record at the Kalamazoo's Call of the Wild, Andy Bozell just out onto the speedway, a 10.157. A tenth and a half off the world record. He'll be back out. We'll keep you posted.
Randy Niles going to put him on our final pace lap, this time by GLS Mini Cups. About to go feature racing here at the new Paris Speedway. Green flag onto the speedway. We're racing in the GLS Mini Cups. Chris Morgan, your early race leader.
Swim going to try and make a bid. Here comes Stephanie Heil on the outside. Pritchard there in the 9 going to make a move. Flipper also in the mix. An announcer like ourselves out there doing battle. Jameson in the 17.
Kyle Trinkline has raced quite a few things. He even raced the old Super Truck Series. He's now in a GLS Super Cup. Nearly 4 wide off of turn 2. Keep an eye on them. There they are, 4 wide into turn 3.
Son of a monkey, they're slicing and dicing. Swim to the inside, not able to make the move on Des Moines. Here comes Heil. Heil still in the mix. Tim Phillips onto the inside. Yet to pick up a feature win. Looks hungry tonight. 3 wide as Heil shuts the door on Flipper.
The 48 of Doug Higsby takes it pit side. Higsby with problems in the 48.
Tim Phillips going to make a bid to second. Swim your leader. Phillips to second. Here comes Flipper to third.
Your fast qualifier, the 99 of Baird, has laid back. He runs 4th right now on the racing surface, trying to make his bid to the top spot.
Tim Phillips going to go to the lead. Here comes Flipper and Morgan Baird trying to work to the inside. They're drafting into 3 and out of 1st. Phillips still your leader. We've got 5 and 15 to go.
Here comes your fast qualifier to the inside of Kyle Trinkline. Baird moves himself into the 2nd spot. Trinkline falls back to 3rd, and caution on the speedway.
6-car pileup wipes out half the field. Everybody able to keep it moving.
Heavy left front damage on the 15 of your early race leader, Chris Swim. Each of these drivers have in-car radios in their helmet. Therefore, their officials get them lined up. They're lined back up, double file, getting ready to turn them loose. 5 laps are in, 15 to go. Tim Phillips and Kyle Trinkline going to bring us back to green flag racing. Phillips shoots back into the race lead. Baird in the 99 runs 2nd. Kyle Trinkline in the 17 runs 3rd. 4th to the 76 of Bone. Jared Pritchett finds himself in the top 5 the first time of the feature. Tim Phillips, your race leader, being lurked by the 99 of Baird.
Here they come, 8 and 12 to go. Phillips, Baird, 1 and 2. Flipper to 3rd. Battling down the back straightaway. Morgan Baird bumping, run, nothing to it. 9 and 11 to go, 11 to go this time by for Tim Phillips.
Your fast qualifier, Baird in the 99, rides behind the 3 of Tim Phillips. There he goes, slingshot off at turn 2. Battle for your race lead down the billboard backstretch. The 99 of Baird now moves into the race lead. Halfway up, halfway home this time by. Baird begins to distance himself from the number 3 of Tim Phillips. Third, the 17 of Kyle Trinkline. Morgan Baird pilot in the 99, Fastenal sponsored Ford. Out front and
caution is out, caution is out.
Lineup is set. Baird and Phillips on the front row. Trinkline and Bone second row. Pritchett and the 54 of Morgan third row. Green flag flies. 11 laps in, 9 to go. Baird again pulls into the race lead. Tim Phillips runs second. Here comes flipper Kyle Trinkline. Darren Bone falls back to fifth. Pritchett moves into fourth. Single file around the new Paris Speedway.
7 laps to go this time by. 7 to go for Morgan Baird. Baird, the current points leader, out front and in charge. Tim Phillips to second, Flipper to third. 6 to go, and they come back around to us for the Great Lakes Super Cup Series. Pritchard now to the inside of Trinkline, and Pritchard to go around. Caution is out again. Holy caution field Super Cuppers. Here they come and here they go. We are racing. Morgan Baird and Tim Phillips going to bring him to the green flag. Flipper there. And third now looks to the inside on Flipper. Flipper tries to get in there, not able to do it. Here comes Darren Boyne onto the outside. He's not going to be able to do anything with him. Nose to tail, bumper to bumper, and wheel to wheel. 3 laps to go. They come back around to us. Morgan Baird. Three to go for Morgan Baird. Phillips, Flipper, and Boyne. Swim with some body damage. Runs about right there, but here comes Pritchard to 5th. Swim to 6th. Heil going to go to the inside now as well. Stretching out the lead. Morgan Baird's got 2 to go. 2 to go for the Fastenal 99. Edwards, Earnhardt, and Waltrip, 1, 2, and 3.
White flag flies from Randy Niles. One more time around for the GLS Super Cups.
The lookalikes for the NASCAR guys going to bring him around to the checkered flag. It's going to be into the air this time by. Checkered is up, checkered is out for the 99 of Morgan Baird, Tim Phillips, and Kyle Trinkline. 76 in 4th will be Boyne, and 5th to Jared Pritchard. He is hovering out of the car. How about it for the young man and Morgan Baird? We're going to send it trackside for your interview.
Going to try to get a quick word here with Morgan Baird. Morgan, you pick up the GLS Super Cup win tonight. You looked really good. You set fast time. You come out, you won your heat race, and now you won the feature, young man. Great job.
Oh, thanks. Couldn't do it without the people supporting me. And this is our 8th win this year out of 10, and I couldn't be more proud of our season. We're on our way to our 3rd championship in a row, and I'm never going to give up on my dreams.
Well, you did a great job. I know the race fans here enjoyed watching you come from the back to the front. You hung on to the race lead, and you bring home another victory. What do you think about this hot rod here at Speedway?
Oh, it's actually my first time ever being here, so I like it, definitely.
Well, again, congratulations. Savor your victory here, and have a good time. Are you ready for some late model racing?
Here they come. This one will decide who is on the pole for tomorrow's 175 lap. Check that 75 lap A-main.
Premature celebration on the part of Tony Eldridge. Thinking about a 100-lap race. That'll be the street stock 75 here in the late model division.
Here is your starting lineup on the pole, driving the number 0. That is Keith Brand.
On the outside, the number 18 of Mr. Friendly Kevin Grubb.
Inside the next row, that'll be the number 11 of Tim the Toolman Taylor.
On the outside, a new car for the youngster. Driving the 16X will be Jacob Maynard.
The 89 machine is going to be Sean Amore inside the 3rd row.
On the outside, the radical one, Rich Bull, driving car number 2.
4th row onto the inside, the 32. That is Josh Summers.
On the outside, driving car number 9, that's the pretty boy, Kenny Whitman.
The 42 machine inside, deep in the field. That is Flying Brian Ross.
To his right door, the number 61 being driven by Travis Slayball.
Out back, our fast qualifier on the weekend. The number 6 machine, that is going to be Corey Pressler.
Rounding out your field, making a return trip in the 26, that's Bob Harder. Twelve cars getting set and ready to go 10 laps. And the late model odd qualifier.
Final indicator being given next time by Jameson. We are gonna rock and roll at the New Paris Speedway.
Keep your eyes peeled, race fans. This one should be interesting.
France and Grubb on the front row, gonna bring you to the green flag. Here they come. Here we go. You better sit back. Hold on tight. We are racing.
Green flag onto the speedway. France into the early race lead. Toolman Tim Taylor on the inside runs second.
Taylor gonna make contact with France, and we brake check them up, down in 3 and 4. Did not get a lap in. It's going to be a complete restart.
Pretty good job of all drivers. The only contact really being made in the field was between France and the 11 of Tim Taylor. Randy Niles going to put them on their final pace lap. France and Grubb on the front row. Taylor and Maynard the second row. Amore and Bull the third row. Here we go off at turn 4. Green flag.
France, Taylor 1 and 2. Here comes Sean Amore to the inside. Grubb trying to hold on to the outside, but nowhere to go. Loses some momentum.
Kevin Grubb off the pace and moving the outside row straight to the back. Keith Franz, your race leader. Tim Taylor runs second. Sean Amore third. Here comes Josh Summers to the highline. Flying Brian Ross on the bottom.
This time by, we are going to have 2 laps and 8 to go. 8 laps to go.
Amor looks to the inside of Tim Taylor off of turn 4. Problems in turn 1 for Tim Taylor.
Your leader is Keith France on lap 2. Sean Amor, Josh Summers, FBR flying Brian Ross. Then you have Pressler, Bowl, and Jacob Maynard. 1 lap indicator given to your field next time by. We will try and shake it up and shake it out.
Only 2 laps in, but Keith France, the 0, driver out of Plymouth area. He's done a real nice job so far. He'll lead us back to green this time off of 4.
Amor gonna waste no time and go to the high line. France trying to hold him off, but nothing to it. Summers now gonna look to the high line as well. Pressler to the low line. Here comes FBR to the high side. He and Pressler gonna trade a little paint, but he advances. 3 wide down the front straightaway.
Sean Amor, now your race leader. Josh Summers second. Flying Brian Ross holding down the 3rd spot. Nick, check that. Corey Pressler runs 4th. Radical Rich Bull rounds out your top 5. Brian Ross slips off at turn 2. Here comes the 6X of Corey Pressler.
It is Amor, Summers, Pressler, Ross, and Bull. Maynard, Whitman, Slaybaugh, France, and Harder. 4 to go this time by.
Amor's got a mirror full of the 32 of Josh Summers. Summers all over the back bumper.
Lap traffic gonna come into play. Summers trying to set Amor up, nothing to it. 2 to go this time by, 2 to go.
Amor pedals off at turn 4. Still your race leader into turn 1. Summers trying to find a way around.
White flag gonna be out this time by for Amor, Summers, and Pressler. 1, 2, and 3.
Sean Amor leads the train off at turn 2. Here comes Summers looking to the inside, down the billboard backstretch. Summers backs out. Amor trying to shut the door. Summers a little into the quarter panel. Summers goes around.
Tough break for Josh Summers. He eliminates himself. He will start the tail tomorrow. Picking up the win in the 89 machine out of Plymouth, Indiana. That is Shawnee Moore. Say hello to all of our friends. You guys having a good time out there? I'll turn the light off if you all scream. That was horrible. I said scream! Wow, y'all are drunk. They're no fun anymore. Here we go, your lineup. On the pole, the number 20, that's going to be Cy Sharp to his right door. The 50 of Brandon Barkis. The number 9 Machine Racing Rex Ward. And the number 68 of Mark Vance, the 68X of Jay Howard, and the 88 of Andrew DeVries. The 40 of Little Donnie Klotz, and the 1 Machine. That is Craig Castle, the 5 of Eddie Santora, the 27 of Corey Ryman. And out back here, second fastest Fire on the day. That is the number 5 of Jeff Gaines. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Cars getting set and ready to go. 10 laps the distance. The black 5 is Gaines. See, they try and confuse me too. That's why I gotta watch what I drink before. Gonna give him just about one more lap here to get ready. We are just about set and ready to go. Glad to see Racing Rex Wirt make his return to the New Paris Speedway. Woo-wee! I got $1 if you wanna holler. $1 holler. It's at the souvenir stand. Hey, hey. We are just about ready to go racing. Appreciate each and every one of you for being on the property. Gonna have a good night, right, Eddie? Here they come. We're going to put them on their final pace lap.
Cy Sharp and Brandon Barkus on your front row. Rex Wirt, Mark Vance make up row 2. Here we come. And here we go. Green flag. Racing underway. Oh, problems for Jason Howard. Howard hard into the wall in the front stretch. Problems right on the start for Jason Howard.
From the scene, driver A-OK. How about it for Jay Howard? Very, very hard hit. He is able to get out on his own power here. Car, a lot to be desired.
Green flag onto the speedway. Back to racing.
Barkus going to go to the early, lead the number 50. Here comes Vance. Vance going to make the move as well. DeVries now on the high line, going to try and advance up as well. 1 in, 9 to go this time by. Vance going to try and go to the inside. Barkus way up out of the groove. It is Vance, DeVries, Castle, and Ryman. Gaines now going to make the bid to 5th. Vance, Dirty D, 1 and 2, nose to nose. Caution, gonna be out.
Two laps in, 8 to go in your even qualifier for the late Model A main.
Here they come, and here we go.
Mark Vance and Andrew DeVries run 1 and 2. Corey Ryman now to the inside of Craig Castle down the billboard backstretch. Here comes Jeff Gaines. Gaines now into the number 5 spot.
Castle still trying to run the high line. Ryman on the low line. 4 and 6 laps to go this time by. DeVries doing all he can to hold on to second. 6 to go. Vance, DeVries, Castle, Ryman, and Gaines. Halfway up, halfway home this time by.
Craig Castle making the outside work. He's now moved into the second spot. He's beginning to reel in the 68 of Mark Vance. Looking on the high line, trying to find a way for the race lead.
Castle tries everything he's got on the high line. 4 laps to get her done. Vance still out front and in charge. Vance, Castle, DeVries, Ryman, and Gaines. Your front 5.
Castle making it work. He's nearly door-to-door with the 68 of Vance into turn 3.
3 laps to go this time by. Door-to-door racing out of 1 into 2. Castle drag race down the back straightaway. Vance not giving up. Still with the advantage. 2 to go. 2 laps to go.
The Constantine Comet of Jeff Gaines pinned in behind the 88 of Dirty D, Andrew DeVries. Meanwhile, Corey Ryman slips line around a little on the high line.
Vance a lap and a quarter to go. He still has Castle on the high run. DeVries holding down third. 1 lap to go.
Vance, Castle, DeVries, Ryman, and Gaines. Gaines now moves into the 4th spot. Castle slips up a little bit. Vance able to hold him off. Checkers flag off of turn 4 this time by. Mark Vance, Craig Castle, Andrew DeVries, Jeff Gaines, and Corey Ryman, your top 5. Coming home 6th, the 40 of Donnie Klotz. 7th, the 5 of Ed Santora. 8th to the 50 of Brandon Barkus. And 9th to the number 9 of Rex Word.
Here is your lineup for the odd heat. On the pole, that is the 1 of Al Mauer. To his right door, the 29, the Razor's Edge Tool Service Special of Austin Maynard. The Elkhart Race Supply number 18, Rumble and Billy Rumba. The Triscore sponsor number 93 of Wild Bill Klotz. The Maynard Fabricating and Trailer Sales 23 of Jacob Maynard. And. and the Klotz Lubricant 61 of Jason Slaba.
61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of Jason Slaba. 61 of
The Reeds Use Your Horsepower, 38 of Daryl Click. And the Challenger Door, 32 of Josh Summers. Out back, your fast qualifier on the day, the Truck City number 58 of Ronnie Maynard Jr. And the Shishler Trucking, 17, the bad boy, Bobby Shishler. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Bobby Shishler picked up the street stock main at the announcer's choice just a week ago. He is out here to do battle again tonight. Also had a top 5 run at the M40 Speedway last evening. Speaking of M40, coming up October 5th, 6th, and 7th, it is the Fall Festival and the Billboard Nationals. Check out M40Speedway.net for more information. Mauer, Rumba, 1 and 2. Wild Bill Klotz the third. Randy Niles, your radio's checked up. Randy, check your radio. There you go. Mauer, Rumba, 1 and 2. Klotz and Maynard, 3 and 4. Maynard and Slaybaugh, 5 and 6. Click and Summers, 7 and 8. Maynard and Shishler, 9 and 10. 3 and 7 to go. 7 laps to go. This time by 4 and 6 to go for Mauer, Rumbaugh, and Wild Bill. Brandon Maynard now to 4th. 5th to Click, 6th to Ronnie Maynard. Click to the inside of Brandon Maynard. Click with the advantage will take away 4th. Maynard fights back. Brothers gonna battle it out there. The 23 and the 58. 6 laps in, 4 to go for Mauer, Rumbaugh. Klotz and Click. Check that, Brandon Maynard and Ronnie Maynard trading a little paint. 4 laps to go. Wild Bill now trying to get back around Click. Click the 3rd, Wild Bill to 4th. Brandon Maynard tries to look to the inside. 7 in, 3 to go. 3 laps to go. Click slips up, but Klotz not able to do anything with him. Here comes Ronnie Maynard to the inside. Brandon Maynard not giving him an inch. Pinches him down, but Ronnie's going to fight to the inside. 2 to go this time by. Bobby Shishler into the back of Brandon Maynard. Maynard keeps it clean and green. Here comes Click to the high side, Maynard to the low side. Wild Bill shuts the door, and Maynard will get him, and they go around.
Jill Sinclair to the souvenir stand, please. Jill Sinclair to the souvenir stand. Hey, Maynard, we're about to go racing. What do you think of that? Al Mauer gonna lead us back to green off of turn 4. Rumbling Billy Rumbaugh set second. Daryl Click third. Green flag. Back to racing.
Click to the high side. Makes some contact. Mauer way out of shape. Now it's a 3-car battle. White flag going to be onto the speedway as Click going to go to the lead, but Mauer not giving up to the inside. Mauer still trying to fight back, but Click going to clear him. Mauer to second. Rumbaugh to third.
Checkered flag will fly. This time by for the 38 of Daryl Click. Second to the number 1 of Al Mauer. Third to the 18 of Rumbling Billy Rumbaugh. Fourth to the 23 of Brandon Maynard. And coming home fifth, the 17 of the bad boy, Bobby Shishler. Street Stock A-Main qualifier for the even on the track. Your race lineup going to look like this. Inside the front row, driving the number 9, that's Hot Rod, Rodney Spencer. On the outside, driving the 33, that's Steve Reed. Second row, inside the 53, Essa Lou Strimmy. And on the outside, the 28 of Floyd Wood. Third row, inside the number 51. He picked up the 2012 track champion at the South Bend Motor Speedway in the Street Stocks. That is Josh Highball. On the outside, the number 6 being driven tonight by Bobby Strimmy. Fourth row inside, the number 8 of the big dog, Jesse Rush. And on his right door, the number 16 of Travis Slayball. Rounding out your field on the inside, the number 7 of Mike Garver. And on the outside, the 123 of the Spin Doctor, Tony Lynch. 10 cars set and ready to go, 10 laps. And tonight's even qualifier for the Street Stock A-Main. Lights off into turn 3. Off of 4, we'll be racing. Green flag underway. Hot Rod, Rodney Spencer, your early race lead. Caution out, coming off. Problems out in turn 1. Steve Reed didn't get a very good start, struggled all down the front stretch and problems into turn 1. Here we go, ready to rock and roll. Rodney Spencer, Steve Reed into turn 3. Lights out.
Here we come and here we go. Looking at 3 wide. Lou Strimmy gonna move Rodney Spencer out of the way, but Spencer fights back. Spencer, Strimmy, Reed. Here comes Highbah. Highbah to the inside, thought better of it.
Strimmy to the back bumper of the number 9, a Hot Rod, Rodney Spencer.
Spencer, Strimmy, and Reed. Here comes Highbah to 4th. Bobby Strimmy trying to work his way up in the 6th machine.
Floyd Wood stuck on the outside, slowly sliding to the back of the pack. Here comes the number 6 of Bobby Strimmy. Strimmy moves into the top 5.
Strimmy to 5th, Highbah to 4th, Reed to 3rd. Second is Strimmy, and your leader is Rodney Spencer.
If you think you see a county highway plow, that's the 53S of Lou Strimmy. Strimmy in second, looking for the race lead.
Bobby Strimmy slips up, and here comes Slaybon to the inside. 4 and 6 to go for Rodney Spencer.
Your 2012 Street Stock track champion at the South Bend Motor Speedway rides in 4th. Chris Highball on the 51. Strimmy again to the back bumper of the number 9, a Hot Rod, Rodney Spencer.
Spencer, Strimmy 1 and 2. 3rd to Reed, 4th to Highbah, 5th to Bobby Strimmy, 6 and 4 to go.
Strimmy now challenging Josh Highball for the 4th position. Strimmy on the outside, Highball on the low side.
7 and 3 to go for Rodney Spencer. Lou Strimmy and Steve Reed. Josh Highball trades a little paint with Bobby Strimmy and holds on to 4th. Slaybah looks to the inside, thinks better of it. 2 laps to go this time by.
Your top 2 unchanged. Hot Rod Rodney Spencer continues to hold the 53 Lou Strimmy at bay. Travis Slayball continues the bump draft with the 51 of Josh Highball.
Strimmy, just a lap to go to get around Spencer. Tries to bump and run out of 2, not able to do it. 2 turns to get her done. Strimmy tries again to reel him in, not going to do it. Checkered flag onto the speedway. Third to Steve Reed, second to Lou Strimmy. Picking up the win in the RSJ chassis. Troyer Foods Reeves, here's your horsepower Goshen Collision Center. Number 9, Hot Rod Rodney Spencer.